Right, who's buying a house? Who's renting a property? Who is looking to get tenants in? Have you had the property checked? Two young, dynamic entrepreneurs might have just the answer for you. They've launched a business which offers a detailed home check for buyers and tenants before they commit to purchase or lease. It's simple. As they say, don't sign anything till we've checked everything. That's the mantra. And let's find out more. Let's talk to one of the co-founders who joins us live in studio. Liam Ketley is the co-founder of Property Check. His partner Michael is in the green room as well for moral support. So, Liam, good to have you with us here this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us on. And thanks for reading out our tagline.
Well, it's just one of these ones because I read I look at your business, I look what it does, and it's one of these ones going, why hasn't someone done this already? Is it one of those sort of common things that it's the idea is this is something that's been missing in the market, and you guys have just delivered that?
Yeah, I mean, if I had a dirham for every time someone that said that to us, we would retire and just...
You wouldn't have to work?
No, we wouldn't. No.
In terms of the process, explain the process to me. So basically, if somebody's got a new property, you're coming in and checking that it's worthy for business.
Yeah, I mean, it's super simple because we understand that buying or renting a home is super complicated and stressful anyway, right? So we've tried to, our part of that journey for someone is as straightforward as humanly possible. So you go onto propertycheck.me and book. It takes 30 seconds. There's no upfront payment. Or you call us on 800 Check Me, arrange a date and a time. Our inspector will turn up the date and time that you've requested. You don't need to be there. We understand people are working, people are out, people don't want to be there for these kind of things. That's absolutely fine. We'll turn up, inspect the place with state-of-the-art equipment that isn't available anywhere else. There's some world-first technology we use, and you get a report card to your phone, computer and tablet 24 hours later.
So in terms of the checking process, you're going to start taking lumps out of walls and pulling up floorboards?
It's tempting, but no.
Right,
no.
okay.
In some properties, it's tempting, but no. So we operate a look but don't touch policy. You wouldn't know we were there if you're not there with us. We use thermal imaging software. We use endoscopic cameras. We use stuff that the naked eye can't see, so we can see through walls. We can see into ceilings. We can see if there's damp. We can see down AC ducts. If there's anything that you can't see, we can. Like in the films where you see like a UV light going over a hotel room wall. It's
CSI.
Imagine that kind of logic. Yeah, we are basically CSI in black uniforms. Yeah.
CSI for property. Yeah. That's what it's all. Why? Why did you set this up? Is there a personal anecdote behind it?
Yeah, there actually is. We actually do have a mildly entertaining anecdote. I moved into a new home, as everyone does. Turned the water heater on, thought nothing of it, went out for the day, came home, and my entire apartment was raining.
Right.
Like raining. We use the videos in our marketing material, and I was really fed up and annoyed. My landlord was really fed up and annoyed, and I went to Mike's, who's an expert in construction with his various companies that he has here, sat at his dining table and just went, why does no one check this kind of stuff before you move in? And then the next couple of days we were like, someone should check this stuff before people move in, because everyone wins. And we started building the business and realized what was wrong with my place was just a rusty pipe in the boiler that was a 50 dirham fix that turned into a 6,000 dirham fix for the landlord, and I didn't have a bathroom for a month whilst the ceilings of the entire apartment got fixed. So no one wins in that situation, and we believe that everyone wins, everyone saves money, because these problems exist whether we inspect them or not, right? It's not a case of try and hide them for the new buyer or tenant or seller. They exist, whether we find them or not. They're not going to go away. They're only going to get worse. And they're only going to cost people more money in the long run.
Because when you say that phrase, everybody wins, because I would have thought maybe one of the reluctances that we haven't seen more and more of services like this is landlords saying, we don't want people meddling in the business. But as you say, it's a win-win for landlord and tenant.
we have landlords as clients that use us on a sort of an annual basis, because especially for overseas landlords, they want to see the state of play of their homes, and my landlord uses us. Shouldn't give him a discounted rate, but we'll talk about that another time. My landlord uses us because he wants to know the problems that are there, the problems that there's a small leak there. Getting that spotted by us with our thermal imaging equipment stops a potential roof falling in or a wall needing to be replaced because it just gets so damp and it becomes irreparable. So yeah, we thought that there would be that kind of reluctance too, but there's not.
All good and well if you're in a studio apartment, not many walls to check. What if you're in a 7-bedroom mansion on the Palm?
So we operate on a model of simplicity, like we were talking about how moving is stressful. We don't want to go in and have to quote. So it's one price for any property, any size, which is 999 dirhams. And we believe it pays for itself almost immediately because we find on average 280 things wrong in every home. 280.
On average?
On average, yeah. We've had numbers up to 600, 700.
And are we talking sort of minor little problems?
So that goes from, we start on a basis of perfection because we can't tell you, Tom, for example, how you expect your home to be. You might care about everything, whereas I might only care about the AC or what. We don't know that as a business, so we operate on a model of we start from perfection. But it ranges from, we've had frozen solid AC units, we've had AC ducts that were missing, weren't there, so we've taken the vent off and gone, there's nothing there, it's just a hole in the wall. We've had mouldy AC ducts that are making people ill. We've had windows that are not installed correctly, which affects the AC. Not many people know this. Everything ranging from mold, grout that looks fine, but where we come in and go, that's gonna give way in 2 weeks, 2 months time or whatever.
So explain, once you've identified a problem, what's the next step? Have you got sort of like divisions that can take care of it, or again, are you?
No, because we believe that's a conflict of interest, and that's something we're very strict on. We believe if we go in and go, yeah, this place is falling apart, we'll also fix it for you. Yeah. You're going to ask why, right? We have partnered with some of the best niche and specialists in the region. There's nothing in it for us. We just believe that if we find that an AC unit is broken, we can recommend a partner that we know and trust to be the best in the business to fix that. What
about demand at the moment? Are you seeing increase in demand?
Yes, we're hiring new inspectors on a weekly basis at the moment. We can't really keep up with the demand, or we can, but it's a nice problem to have rather than the opposite.
And in terms of sort of scaling the business in future, what's the idea to grow organically?
Yeah, so we financed it ourselves because we believe it's a service that is needed in Dubai, and we think we're doing a good thing, and we want to be able to grow organically, grow at a size that's comfortable for us, and grow without any pressure, and then see where it takes us in 6-12 months' time.
Loving it, loving the outfits. Both wearing the uniform this morning. Quite right too.
The late nights are all paid off on the uniform design.
But the uniform design and all. No, all the best with the business as well to you. And your co-founder Michael. Liam is one of the co-founders of Property Check. So make sure that you give them a call and find out how they can help you. Thanks so much indeed for joining us.
Thanks, Tom.
Dubai Eye 103.8 traffic.
With McDonald's.
Traffic-wise, much the same really. Busy.